The woman was covered head to toe in oil to make her skin as slick as possible because she had to squeeze into a sewer opening just 10 centimeters wide. With her friends helping, she slowly slid further in until only her head and arms were visible. As she tried to catch her breath, her friends gave one last push, finally forcing her all the way through. She dropped into the sewer below, but instead of climbing out right away, she looked around carefully. She had to find the vial of antidote that had fallen in. It all started just an hour earlier. A strange man had walked into the bar, coughing non-stop, and went straight into the bathroom. At first, no one paid much attention. Everyone just went on with what they were doing, until one customer left the bar and suddenly collapsed dead in the street. People on the street ran for their lives. No one inside the bar dared to go out. A waiter tried to call the police, but there was no cell signal at all. A janitor went outside to check, curious, and dropped to the ground seconds later. Now everyone inside was panicking. They scrambled to hide anywhere they could, hoping the cops would show up to save them. During that tense break, they turned on the TV, but there was no news about what was happening. Then an old lady noticed something. The two people who were by the door were gone, and even the stains on the floor had vanished. Everyone then remembered the man who had been in the bathroom all this time, but the door was locked from the inside. A waiter tried to kick it open, but the door wouldn't budge. The bearded man just pulled out a gun and broke the lock on the door. Everyone rushed into the bathroom and found the man gasping over the toilet. Just as they were about to help him, Sophie spotted a syringe on the floor and blood leaking from the man's ears. Right then, an armored vehicle pulled up outside. They thought it was rescue and yelled for help, but the soldiers just lit tires at the entrance, started a fire, and drove off. The TV news suddenly reported a fire at the bar and said the whole area was locked down by police. That's when they realized the fire was staged to cover up a shooting or outbreak. As they were still trying to make sense of it, the man in the bathroom finally walked out. He was swollen all over like he'd caught something horrible. Then he collapsed hard on the floor and with his last breath said, "Don't touch me." Then he died. The glasses guy looks through his dropped cell phone and found out the guy was a military officer. His phone had tons of photos taken in Africa, so they guessed he might have brought back the Ebola virus. Looking through his messages, they found out he had smuggled out a vaccine. Top priority now was finding that vaccine. Then a clever homeless man showed up at the bathroom and pulled the vaccine out from under his coat. But now they had a problem. There were only 4 doses, but 5 people who needed it. While they were arguing about it, the vaccine accidentally fell into the sewer.